Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Silent Misery. After our harrowing escape of being attacked by the bear and clambering our way down the mountain to try to save ourselves, we find ourselves here at the farmhouse. And we've got some work to do. We need to fix this issue. We got very little in the way of clothing. We lost a lot of stuff. We were able to at least keep the frostbite at bay. But got no socks, got no jacket. We are ill prepared for the weather outside. So we need to warm up. We need to heal up. So I think what we're going to do here first is we're going to, what do we got for water? Let's assess our situation here. We've got a little bit of water, so we don't need it. We've got a little bit to eat. So we could stay here for a little bit. We've got oil and flour. I see this down here. See a frying pan here yet. I do see a pot. If we don't find one here, usually there's one at Thompson's. Alright, I'm not going to worry about going through these cabinets just yet. I think the big thing right now is to see what we have for clothing. Clothing is going to be our #1 priority.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, we probably will need that. Yeah, just take it now. We're here. What we got here?
Best be prepared for anything.
Granola. Let's take these books. It's going to be our intentions. We'll start a fire and make a bunch of water, make food. My idea is that we really need to.
I think I can use this.
Maybe those are better. We need to sleep and heal and get back to a best condition we can. And then we need to. Somebody's filing their soda away. Then we need to make a game plan for what's next. Probably just gonna loot Pleasant Valley as best we can and decide what's next. I'm not gonna worry about the plane crash much anymore. Up at the summit, there are definitely things there we could be utilizing had we had found the hacksaw, but right now we need to find those tools and we need to get on to making warmer clothing because we lost all our good clothing. Yeah, we didn't even save the combat pants. We went to Ash Canyon for, so we lost a bunch in our little hustle with the bear. We've already been in here. We have the hammer. We just need the hacksaw. But even without the hacksaw, we can still forge and get the clothing to do so. Hacksaw will help us with getting the items we need to make the bow. Bow's going to give us the ability to get animals. Looks like a domino. No clothing here. This is really bad. You're gonna be so hurting. Got no socks. No, that's a. I was like, the bathtub looks really weird. It does. It's got a weird shadow going on there. Chips on the floor. Wow, there is no clothing here. We got crappy jacket and some slightly better shoes, which was funny because when we got these, we didn't have anything on our feet. They were a desperate victory for those shoes. Okay, so we've got a lot of disposable stuff. Let's drop the stuff we're not wearing. Are we not wearing a essential? Are we wearing the... Okay, we're wearing that now. Okay, that's actually the most decent thing we have on. But we don't need this. Yeah, we got no jackets, no socks. Looked in there, okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's still extremely weird to play this without any feedback.
I'll take it.
Another crappy shirt. Another crappy shirt. I was hoping we'd find something here. You know, even if it was just a simple jacket. Help us, you know, cheap pair of socks, anything. We got a lot of ground to cover to loot this place. Alright, Astrid. Let's assess our fire making materials, which we have 8 sticks and 6 books. Let's drop some of these. Got plenty of matches. That's not an issue. What we need is firewood, so we can make some food. And get by. So what do we got? We do have a little bit of food on us. Not a ton. Okay. There you go, drink that. Get that weight off of us, get some calories. Sure.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Oh, that's actually going to help now that we got the fire striker. That might keep me from wasting matches. Lighting that torch. Yeah, just use... Oh, we got the Maglins too. So fire isn't an issue. Even if we're down to the Maglins, at least we can light a fire when the weather permits. Of course, Astrid can't light a fire to save her life.
Come on, little fire.
Overdo it on this. All right. Make porridge. That's kind of what we got. All right, so while that's cooking, let's see if we got any extra food in the cabinet. Not expecting much. That's helpful, especially with Astrid. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Well, I know one thing I didn't check down here. We're starting to get tired, so we need to... Forgot to look in here. Hey, a potato. I'll take it. Calories are calories at this point. Anyway, just pick that up. We'll drop it up here. I have no idea if we're going to use this at any time, but I'll remember it up here by tripping over it. Get down on the floor there. Oh, we do have a skillet. Do we have the cooking level to partake of this? No. We need cooking level 2. And we are cooking level 2. Looking like we couldn't do that. Can we cook bannock? We can. So let's make some bannock. And then we will sleep. You know what? Cook. Oh, that's the heat up. Never mind. Now. Go ahead. Make some more. That'll probably do it. Cooking level 3. There. We should be able to stay up. I don't want to lose too much more health. Get that cooked. We'll maybe cook some water here. 6 minutes. That all should work out time-wise. That's actually cooking faster than the stove is. So let's eat the cooked food. eat it all. Porridge gets really nasty very quickly. These degrade pretty quickly too, but we can have that for breakfast. We could eat it with the dog food. It won't burn. I mean, it's a little early, but is there anything that we can address? Got all this extra clothing we got. This hat needs to be replaced, I think is going to be the better answer. We could repair this. Actually, both of those could use some touch-ups. Do we have any cloth to do said touch-ups? We do. Do have some feathers to make insulation again, because we lost that. Minutes. It'll take an hour. We'll have to get that in order. Get that off the stove. Water should be fine. Go ahead and pick all this stuff back up and shred it upstairs.
Man,
Probably not going to do it till after
I
we
am
sleep,
too
though.
tired to think
We are
straight.
just about exhausted. And it ticked over. Maximum sleep, 7 hours. It is slowly creeping up. Did get well fed. That helps a bit. What I'll do is tire myself out a little bit more here. We'll harvest all this stuff up. Do as much as we can in the dark. I'm going to continue to try to just recover. I think that's our best bet. I mean, me running across the fields to the barn is not going to do us any good if I am at partially healed status. So better to stay here an extra day and be cautious. We've got enough food to get by to allow me to heal some more. Okay. If I were to repair this, it's going to cost a cloth. If I make a new one, it's 2. Everything else is in decent shape. Drink. Try for another 7. See how much the bar moves up here. Barely.
Man, I could eat anything.
May seem a little
Ew,
ridiculous
trees.
to be
Guess
repairing this stuff,
I'm gonna eat a tree.
but in a way, it's all I've got, so I've got to make sure that I'm not tearing it up. All right. So thirsty, Astrid. See what? Eat the cold baked potato. That's going to be so scrumptious. Oh, we only made 1 round. I thought I made 2 rounds of bannock. Not a problem. We can make some more. I just can't believe there's not any real clothing in here other than a bunch of crappy shirts and 1 decent pair of tennis shoes. Very lean. All right. Nice thing about the farmhouse is we can poke our head out without committing to the outdoors. How cold is it? It's cold. Ooh, there's the bear. No secret hacksaw. Already cold.
Starting to feel
No way
numb.
we'd be able to cross that. Do we have any tea? That would be a negative. We have 1 coffee. All right, what else can we break down for firewood? We're probably going to have to do some more. Water and cooking. Hour and 30 minutes. So this is an hour and 30 minutes for 4 pieces, but if I took 2 hours and 15 minutes, I'd end up with tinder and this one I come up with cloth. Yeah, some of these are interesting. We got 3 pieces. We probably need a little bit more. That's not too bad. There are some crates downstairs. I wonder if that would be worth going to check. All these tables and chairs are going to take about an hour. If I could find a... Yeah, here we go. This makes more sense.
on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
Hey, there you go, Astrid. A skill you really need. Let's go ahead and bulk up our water. That's tempting. You know what? Go ahead and make those. We're light on coffee. We don't have a can. And more salt. Perfectly good firewood there in the fireplace. Can't grab that either. Might be burning up a few more pieces of resources in order to get these pies, but they might come in handy when we need to grind our way someplace. 15 minutes. Alright, well, if we're bedside in the dark, we'll shred those up for leather. 36 minutes, 9 minutes. We checked the refrigerator, right?
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
We need to be careful and pay attention to the bear, because we need any more. Car battery, tools, hot rock. I don't need him tapping me on the shoulder again. I need to assess where he is at. Do you have anything in the thermoses? That's empty. Oh, we do have. Ooh, we have herbal teas. We should drink. We should drink one of those before we go to sleep again. I forgot about that. We're running around with this. These can stay here. Right now we're trying to survive. I'm not worried about making a frame for my Polaroids. Save some weight there. Alright, cook me up banana. And I think depending on the weather, I think tomorrow I'm hoping we'll be healed up enough to venture out. It's a long way to the barn, though. Sorry. Minus 23. Yeah, we're gonna have to have something to help us stay warm. And the fact that all we have is an herbal tea and a coffee is gonna be tricky. It'd be amazing if we could get over to the birch forest and grab a few birch bark, even if it was just a small handful. Single ptarmigan would help us too. Got any more porridge? Hopefully my fire doesn't go out while I'm preparing it. One more. Can I cook another porridge? We can't. Okay. I think I'm going to save that because this works as a warming device. So I think we've got a couple more, at least two more, I think. Definitely can do that amount. 21 minutes. I want to save enough fuel so we can heat teas in the morning before we go, or mid-afternoon. We got plenty of food. We got this as a backup coffee, so we could heat these two up. We're gonna drink one of these tonight. I think I'm gonna go ahead and burn one more. I'd like to make one more round of banana. Want to risk this? Might eat the chips. $24 minutes. Water's done. Just keep it. I might time out just about the right way to make another half. 21. Save this. Got a little bit of flour left for more bannock. That should be fine.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Oh, that's what gave us that ability. We got to cooking level 3. Get some rabbits or ptarmigan. Ptarmigan would be nice. Of course, getting some rabbit skins down too would be nice. All right. Just grab those. We're going to keep them with us. Yeah, let's go check that other crate down here. We need to kill some time so we can sleep. We're not sleepy enough anyway. Tell you what, I'm going to drop one piece. I'm going to take the rest. That way if we have to start a fire in that little barrel, warm up, which I am almost certain we will. We're going to need all the extra heat we can get.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Alright, well, I'm going to pass enough time to get 7 hours worth of sleep. Oh, we're getting Aurora? We are.
I could eat anything.
Well, let's do this. "10 days. We have lived for 10 days in misery." Yeah, I think we're going to have to risk a little bit of health bar. Sleep for however long we can, fully rested. We don't want to leave just yet anyway. We don't even know what the weather is. We can't hear anything. Mm, minus 48. This is not good travel weather. I think we'll wait. Need to time it as an opportunity so I can heat up some porridge and then eat that before we go, and then have that tea warmed up. Maybe we can get lucky and grab a few birch bark. Help our healing before we get to the barn. Not a whole lot we can do. We're kind of a captive audience. I'm going to go ahead and just pass an hour. Make sure I got everything. Why not? Could have been something good back there.
All I can think about is food.
All right, we're getting a little closer to the time, right? Start warming stuff up here pretty quickly. What's our forecast? Oh, it's warming up a little bit. Don't know necessarily want to go traveling in the snow, but may not have a choice. Got to get to Thompson's Crossing at this point. Hope and pray for some help. But did we go there already? I should look at that because I don't recall now. Okay, so when we spawned in, we ran right to Timberwolf Mountain. We went to Prepper's Cache, went to Misty Falls Cave. We've been to Thompson Crossing. Okay, so there's nothing. There's nothing waiting for us in Thompson's Crossing. Wonderful. So I'm glad I looked at that. So realistically, the barn gives us a possibility. It gives us a stem, which wouldn't be bad. Might be able to get some birch bark. But at that point, we got to decide. We got to get out of town. I'm not sure where to go from here. Not sure where to go. Signal Hill might be a worthwhile adventure. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go sleep for another hour. I want to be fully rested so that we can make this journey.
It's a lot of ground to cover between the barn and Signal Hill, so it's almost like I feel like I need to choose between the two and go to one or the other. It's a lot of tees up by Signal Hill, where that cave is, and the hunter's blind. We could go towards Mystery Lake. Don't know that we'd find a ton of clothing there. But we kind of need to find a hacksaw so we can start getting hunting material going, because I think that's the only salvation for clothing at this point. We've got to start making clothing. So eat that for now. So do I risk going to the barn? Got the stem. That's a good thing to have. Hacksaw could be over in that area. It's not guaranteed though. It's really going after the stem.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Ugh. Let's go check the weather again. A little less snowy. 27 degrees. Don't know that it's going to get much better for us than that with our clothing. Thing is, if we go to Mystery Lake, there's a good possibility of a hacksaw that direction too. Because there could be one in the dam, one at Trappers, a couple of different places depending on the loot table.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Can always come back to the stem. I'm gonna do 2 of those. Pick me up some forage. Mystery Lake gives me access to ptarmigans fairly easy in a couple of spots, especially by camp office. There's also several deer carcasses that we could try and harvest, especially in Winding River. Rabbits in Winding River. I think I'm leaning towards Signal Hill at this point. Oops. Let's go. How much water do we have? Before I go grabbing water. Where are you, Mr. Bear? We've already been in that. I remember going through that looking for the hat, and it wasn't there. I'm glad I remembered to look at the log to tell me if I'd been to Thompson's Crossings. I couldn't remember if we'd gone that direction or not. So, I know we skipped the barn. Now that I saw that, it brought back the memory of going there. We came down the road to here, and then to here to the farmhouse. So, we skipped the barn. Gotta be careful here and get mauled by that bear again. We're done. Bunny rabbits, you're safe for right now. I am not going to carry you guys across the map.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Already cold. Yeah, we may have to stuff down that key and see if it will do any good. It'll do some. It's just not as powerful as the mushroom or the reishi. Let's go. Yeah. It adds a little bit. I'm going to switch this out now.
Did I say
Before we get
I
all the way up
hate
the
being
hill.
cold? Because I really do.
Where it's going to be a lot more difficult. Yeah, can you imagine trying to get from the barn? That would have been brutal. We're going to take a hit just doing this.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
All right, Signal Hill. You better be worth it. There's a wolf right there. I see you. Try to stay out of your line of sight here. And hopefully not run into a bear, because sometimes there's a bear up here too. Where'd you go? Okay, I see you. Right there, okay. At least I can see where you're at. Come on, we need to go. Okay. At least we're warming up in here. because of the torch or not, but maybe for the sake of it, if I can do this fast enough. We keep one lit. Probably will take a nap anyway. Flare, battery, wires and fuses. Do I even need an extra sewing kit? No, I've got plenty. Nope, don't put that out yet.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
We got 3 thermoses and no clothing. Hey, we got coffee though. That's a victory. Those can stay there. Oh, chips. Wow. The lack of clothing is really, really, really bad. Still early enough.
Can you eat trees?
Do what? Eat the chips. Get a drink. And I'm going to sleep for an hour. It didn't even warm up completely. I'm thinking Mystery Lake is our next. We've got to go through Winding River and get there. And I think we're going to take a hit for it. Don't believe I have enough. Yeah, we still need another rose hip. There will be more tea stuff by that cave. I guess we could. We've got energy. It's just going to get dark. So we don't have a lot of time. I just don't know if I could build a fire warm enough to stay warm. There's that piece of wood out there. I could pick up sticks. Maybe. There are teas to be had over there. That's the one positive part of that. There's a stick there. And another stick. I'll tell you what, why don't we process those? That'll let me warm up. The other problem with going towards the dam late at night is we may get stuck. And I'm going to leave one of these behind. 2 is plenty. And then 2 of them being the same exact color is not going to help either. Okay. So we got nothing really keeping us here. Well, before we waste the match, can't hear if it's windy or not. Yeah, it's cold. I don't think I can fight that. Okay, we gotta go out this way. I'm just gonna circle around this other way here. Okay, we got rock. I anticipate an encounter with the wolf somewhere along here. Oh, more rabbits. I don't have time for you, rabbits. What I do need to do is make time for all this. All these sticks you guys are harboring over here. Oh, look at that. There's a maple right there.
Gotta warm up somehow. Wait, I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Okay. Wolf spotted. Over there. Let's see if I can't cut between these guys. Oh, there's another one.
Can you eat trees?
Get their
Some
attention doing that. Oh well, we had them following us through Ash Canyon because I was stinky, so me throwing a torch down is exactly got me all that nervous. Should be able to find some mushrooms over there. In fact, I see some on that tree. But we're gonna go make a fire here and warm up before we go being foolish any further. Just bleeding health out. Nice thing is we can have a bed here. We could take a nap if we have sufficient warmth. Okay. Can we start this with the torch, please? Did we not bring a book? Okay, never mind. Failure on my part to grab a book. Good, we're warming up. Okay. And go ahead and make water. You know what? Let's just, I was going to say, we need to rest anyway, so let's do it now. We know we're warm. Water's boiling. All we're doing is wasting time, so let's kill time productively. Got 2 hours on the fire. Make another round of water. Grab this. Let's go see what we can harvest. I'd love to get this deer, but it's pointless because we can't cut it open. Not without the hacksaw.
This'll come in handy.
More matches. Not upset by that at all. It's the only thing we had good luck with.
Oh,
Good
starving.
lord. All these maples. And a birch. Maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe. Nothing. You're empty. Well, we know where to come if we need maple. Let's get back in and start making tea. We need to feed our young explorer. Peas aren't really going to help us when we get into Winding River. Okay, we got 2. That's not bad. And we could heat that up. Alright, I'm going to roll the dice on the granola bar. See if Mr. Bunny Rabbit's close by. We're close enough. Or she's running all the way over here. And running away from it. Come on, buddy. There you go. Come back this way. Oh. Gave him too much lead. Let's warm back up. Put that away.
It's dusk, so that can't be far behind.
That was a pretty good drop.
All right, that's warm. Put one more stick in there. I think what we're going to do is sleep for an hour. I'm going to eat those peaches. And we're going to go into the Winding River Cave. And start heading towards Mystery Lake. Of course, it'd have to be foggy.
I'd eat anything right about now.
All right, eat. Grab. Thank you, cave. All right, we do have coffee. We do have rosehip pie. Only we had a hacksaw. This is a fool's errand here. That stupid bear. Right here. Any moment. I'm rushing up behind me. Yeah. It'd be nice to get our hands on some coal too. Be able to build a warmer fire. If we get lucky enough to find some. Here we go. I was gonna say, gotta find a few. Even just one piece of coal in a fire with some sticks make a huge difference.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Nope, not a whole lot to get excited about. We'll take the coal and be grateful. At least we're building up the stick count again. Need more torches. Well, that was close. Didn't realize I was right on top of the exit. Another advantage being over here is this. Have some cattails to lean on. There's what I'm looking for. There's two. Tucked in there. Oh, you know what? I really can't take advantage of you guys. As much as I would love to have you over for dinner. Good job, Rabbit.
Sure getting cold.
Taking point.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah, I know I could probably have drank in those teas, but I'm going to go ahead and tank a little bit of damage here for saving them.
All I can think about is food. Come on, little fire. It's a goddamn freak.
More matches. Like I said, this has been the match blessing run more than anything. We did have clothes. We screwed that up. That was nothing but our fault there. We created our clothing issue by not paying attention to the bear. We should have enough to wrap that. Where's my roast? What did I just craft? I completely misread. I was on autopilot. I just glanced. Now I've probably made something I didn't need to make. Good thing I had a long time on the fire. What did I make? It must have been a clothing item. Oh, it made another pair of gloves. Okay. Oop. I'm glad we're not playing this on outer. Well, you might as well wear them. Oh, You messed up and you didn't reset that. Oh, awkward moment, remember? That hurt. That hurt a lot. No, you might as well eat the dog food. I was gonna eat that and take the heat from it. That was just complete foolishness. Complete foolishness. We need to pull torches off of this. We go running out here in the night going, oh, wait, we got 2 torches. Trying to fend off a wolf with a match. Well, at least we got a couple of these ones. Alright, well, I'm going to drink that before we go. You get to stay there and be burned in my shame of foolishness. I don't even know how I picked those gloves. I just, like I said, I just glanced up that way and clicked and completely just did that on autopilot. Not realizing I had the menus switched over to something else. That is just pure insanity. We are our own worst enemy. And this proves it. We burned that. We made something we didn't need to make. Not only can you die from overconfidence, but you can die from lack of incompetence. And that is what we're on display right now. Alright, so drink this. My competency is being questioned right now. Come on, good torch. Let's go. Grab another rock just to be safe. Still getting stuttering with the flames. I look forward to episode 5 coming out and hopefully Interland having time and the ability to get some eyeballs on some optimization and some bug fixes. I'm not like paranoid because I can't hear anything. I know there's a wolf over here. I don't know where he's at. I can't see him. Okay, there we go. There's 2 of them on there. All right. I forget Misery adds wolves, kind of like Stalker. I see them both down there. That is helpful to know where they're at. I'm thinking with the weather the way it is, the fact that
Jesus, it's cold.
I might have an opportunity of good fortune coming here. So, getting ready to cross the dam. A lot of times there's a deer that's right here by the windows. Trying to hurry up and get over there, make a fire. We can thaw that thing out, take advantage. We'll take you. Since we're cold already. I didn't heat up the other peas, which I should have done, but still kind of saving those. I think we're gonna take damage, but I think it's gonna be devastating. Get over here? It is. I know this is gonna take some time, but as long as we don't get cold while we're doing this,
Come on, little
if
fire.
the weather stays nice, we might be able to get a skin and a meal out of this. I think this is worth coal.
I'm gonna need to
We're
eat
warming
soon.
up soon, please. Hold on. There we go. We can get this to thaw out fast enough. We're going to meal, and then we get the one thing that we desperately need is hides. We need the hides. And the foggy weather's telling me we might be able to get away with that. Haunted mind to finish farm. I didn't realize that. Got two of them. Alright, I'm just going to add more. Here, let's just put that in there. Let's put 5 more sticks. Get this fire a little hotter. There we go. 79. Hypothermia risk is healed. Is there anything we can craft that we need? Not just craft because. 68. Do this. Now we can do this. Oh, and you are nice and meaty. Tell you what, let's do this in smaller chunks. You're gonna get hungry. The reason I think this is worth the risk is because we're in a safe spot. Can't get picked off by wolves. The weather is in our favor with the fog. I'm hoping I can pull all this off. 23 minutes, and we get another. I think we could do that. Time we get this done, we'll be ready to eat that other piece.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
That on there. Eat. Get the last little bit. And if I can pull it off, I'll get the guts and the hide off of this thing. About 30 minutes. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Let's do this.
I could eat anything.
Make sure you jiggle it. Pick that up. I'm not going to worry about it. I need to get this done. So, we didn't have enough of this. I was going to see if we couldn't make the fat, but not enough of it. So we're going to take these one at a time. Doing on our fire. Great. That's hot. Oh no. This is what I was slightly worried about. Well, luckily enough, we're not trapped here too long, but can't go roaming around the death wish now. Alright, well, we might as well work on this. You know what? Might as well eat both. Doesn't do us any good to be just sitting on them. Alright. Gotta wait for the war to be over anyway. So. Water situation's good. Maybe I could just go ahead and a couple more. Things of coffee. Have them ready. I mean, it doesn't do me any good to go inside. We're not cold. You can eat one of those pies to keep us awake. But we're not hurting on that front yet either. I think there's anything. Sometimes. Oh, there is a box in here. Something good.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
It's not at least completely useless. I don't even know if we have any antibiotics. No, we didn't even have antibiotics, so that worked. We had reishi, but now we can save the teas. Yeah, we could use a couple more torches. So let's get some good torches off of here. Should be able to go into the dam here pretty soon.
Look at you go, Astrid. Can't start a fire, but you can pull torches like nobody else. Here, I go giving you a compliment and you blow it. All right.
Probably useful.
Crackers. That'll work. And let's get inside. This is about as far as we go. We can loot all this stuff out. Wait for the aurora to end. My main objective right now would be just to loot the lower end and then get to a point where we take a nap and a save point. I think we're pretty safe up here. I think you have to go down into that main generator area before things start to get really crazy, like down here where these wires are. You don't want to go down there. Have the pry bar. Tools will be helpful for making arrows. I won't complain about. Still no jacket. Not even a windbreaker. Completely devoid of jacket. Now see, why couldn't you take this blanket and wrap it around you? Even if it was awful, it might give you a little bit of warmth. Got to be over fairly soon. Almost daylight. I'm going to pass just a little bit of time. There we go.
Find a place to rest.
See, there's another. Ooh, we got some heat down here. See, this is what you have to be careful with. If you've never been into the dam during Aurora, this is what you have to watch out. So, Aurora's not done. Let's put this away. That's funny. Sun's up. Alright, so let's pass some more time. Let's make sure the sun is completely up. Okay. Nothing back here. And like I said, I'm not going to loot the whole dam. We're just going to lure. We'll get through the stuff here in the lower part of the dam because we don't come down here enough. We get it done now, we won't have to venture back down here for nothing, which is what we're getting is nothing. Take an extra minute and make sure there's nothing.
No, 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 no. Check the drawers. Not turn the lid up. Right, no hammer there. I don't know how that ties in with the loot tables, but that is a possible hammer spawn. Here, Hacksaw, are you back here by any chance? We really could use you. All right, no more looting. I'm just gonna walk out of here. And get away with it. I don't want to take any. I don't want to use any of my coffee or anything. Then we can do this without taking too much exhaustion damage. Ooh, can opener. That actually will come in handy in a moment. Then we can come back over here and loot the rest of this. Could be some goodies floating in here.
I can lay down and go to sleep right here. I can't feel my feet.
All right, Asher, let's get a nap here. I think 7 hours of work, and then we'll be warm, we'll be rested, and then we can go back to the dam and loot it out. There we go. But that will be for next time. We got 12 days in. 2
Oh, I've never been
afflictions,
so
well
hungry in my
fed.
life.
We are slightly recovering. But boy, do we need clothing. Boy, do we need clothing. What we need to do is we need to put those skins down. I'm walking around with guts in me again. I'm just making things worse. So anyway, a little bit longer than I wanted to go, but we had a destination to make. So we're now in Mystery Lake. Let's see if we can find some clothing to help us out, at least a jacket. And hopefully we'll find a hacksaw. And we can start forging and putting some saplings down, because I think our only savior at this point is to make clothing. I think we've got to be able to make clothing. So making a bow and being able to hunt, start making clothing is our savior at this point. So at any rate, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.